guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a video response to Toxic Tears 100 of my favorite things. I think the goal of the video through a bunch of different VRs is people are trying to keep that as quick as possible. I figured I would make this video while my friend has the power cut to our house because he's working on a couple of our electrical things, and if our friend got electrocuted, that would be no bueno. I've been electrocuted a couple of times and it didn't feel very good. One time I actually turned my fingernails black. I flew off the light socket and flew into an oven, and that was no good. And then one time I thought that the power was shut off to our house and I didn't know that my boyfriend had turned the power back on, and I took a screwdriver trying to unscrew something in one of our light sockets, and again I was shocked. So I've been electrocuted. So here's 100 of my favorite things, and I have my handy dandy little list right here. Okay, first and foremost, so things that I love, 100 of my favorite things, or things that I love, is my boyfriend, of course. I've known him going on, let's see, this is 2017, so 17 years. So I've known the boy about 17 and a half years, and we've been dating for 11 of those years. This year will be 12. Yes, 12 years. 12 years of dating. Number 2, Walito. Of course, my little Wally. I love my Puma. Number 3, my house. Literally, when I was in 3rd grade, I had written a list of everything that I wished for, what I hoped I would have in the future. And I had always wished for a 2-story house, that I would own a 2-story house someday. And I do own a 2-story house. Number 4, my yards. I always wanted a good sized front yard and a good sized backyard, so that kind of came true. Number 5, I love my truck. Again, my little 4th grade self, when I was creating my little list of things, is I always wanted a truck. I always thought that if I had a truck, that meant that I could carry bales of hay, and I would have horses and lots of animals. Although I'm not wealthy enough to have animals and a whole ranch or anything like horses and stuff. I do have my exotic Puma, and I do have a truck for, I don't know, I'll get back to you on that. I really don't know why I have a truck. Number 6, I love being a tarot reader. I love tarot cards. I love using them in all sorts of various ways, coming up with creative ways to use them. I love that whole metaphysical divination-y. I love everything about being a tarot reader. Number 7, the sun on my skin. Just the feeling of the sun just warming my skin and warming my face, and just feeling my skin reacting to it. Just it feels so good, so energizing. Number 8, I love flip-flop tans. So the tans that you get on your feet when you're wearing flip-flops, since that's basically all I wear is flip-flops all the time. Number 9, mint chocolate chip ice cream. Number 10, summer rain, when it's nice and warm outside and it starts getting really muggy and then it rains, and it's you can kind of just run out of your house in a bathing suit. Of course, when I was a little kid, I just ran outside naked and it was awesome. Or maybe I had underwear on. I had underwear on, which makes you not naked. Number 11, the smell of the desert right after it rains, because I used to spend my summers in the high desert in Ridgecrest with my grandparents, and right after it rains, there's that certain smell that the desert floor gives off that just, I don't know, it just reminds me of my grandparents. It just reminds me of summer. Number 12, fettuccine with gorgonzola sauce. Fresh fettuccine, where it's still soft, and then you just throw it in the boiling water for 3 minutes. Bam, you have a nice dinner, and you can get that at Ascenti's down in Little Italy. 13, I love a good Friday night, or actually it's probably a Saturday night with my boyfriend. We'll bust out, maybe have a cup of wine. We might have bust out one of our old movies and just sit on the couch and just have ourselves a good night. Number 14, Friday and Saturday nights. Sunday night, because right before you have to go back to work, but Friday night's yeah, I got the whole weekend. Saturday you're yeah, come on the weekend, and then Sunday you're psh. Number 15, I love making videos. Number 16, I love the desert. I love desert animals. I love the sand. I love dirt biking in the desert. I love 4-wheeling in the desert. I love walking around the desert. I love when it rains in the desert. I love everything about the desert. I love the mountains. I love the smell. I love the Joshua trees and everything. Number 17, also about the desert. I love the howl of the wind when it would hit my grandmother's house. It would sound like there was a literal banshee outside. It sounded like a woman screaming, but it was actually the wind. And I don't know, it used to freak me out, but now I kind of miss it. Number 18, watching my roses thrive. So watching them start off as like little buds, and then kind of watching them, you know, start to open up, and every day they're a little more open, a little more open. Number 19, I love all my friends. Number 20, Hello Kitty. Psh. Number 21, my two favorite stuffed animals, Jules and Floppy Horse. Number 22, I love making people's Christmas gifts, whether it's food or jewelry or something I sewed, but I love getting like crafty. Number 23, I love making jewelry. Psh, I made these, bam! Number 24, sewing clothes. I've sewn skirts, I've sewn dresses, I've sewn purses. I love to sew. I currently don't have a sewing machine because it done broke on me. But once I have another sewing machine again, I will be ups and sewing. Number 25, I love making my body sprays, which I sell in my shop, by the way. Number 26, I love making salves as like gifts and things like that. I use like my essential oils. I use all these like different types of like beeswax and coconut oil and you know, shea butter and all that stuff. I love putting it all together, make myself a salve. Number 27, I love making chopsticks. So usually I make those for around Christmas time or people's birthdays, but yeah, I love making chopsticks. Number 26, I love baking. I love everything about baking. I love throwing things in a bowl and mixing it up. My favorite thing to make is my banana nut muffins. I put them in like little muffin form instead of putting it in like a gigantic loaf. That way you could just pop your like banana nut muffin in your mouth. And mine are like the freaking best because I take 3 recipes and I like boil it down into one recipe, so it is the ultimate recipe. The ultimate! Number 29, I love mirrored sunglasses. Number 30, I love my Barbie collection. I have probably like 200 Barbie dolls or something like that. I don't know. I also inherited my boyfriend's mom's Barbie dolls when she passed away. Number 31, I love to sketch and I love to draw. Number 32, I love photography. Psh, click, click. Number 33, I love gorgeous photos. I love like looking through magazines and looking at lighting and portraits and the shadows and posing, and I love everything about photographs. Number 34, I love art. Even if it's a type of art that I'm not totally into, I love seeing all different interpretations and variations of art. So I love going to art galleries, I love museums, art museums, and all that type of jazz. Number 35, I love the smell of jasmine. It reminds me not only of my grandmother's house, kind of reminds me of Ohio, but it also reminds me of Italy, since I brought a bottle of essential oil with me since it was small and, you know, I didn't want it to take up much room. So instead of like actual perfume, I brought this like jasmine essential oil, and I wore it like every day when I was in Italy. So now when I wear jasmine, it reminds me of Italy. Number 36, Bath and Body Works Calming Oil or Calming Waters like body spray. I don't know if they still smell it. Still sell it. Below words. But it reminds me of what I consider a crazy camp. There was a camp that I worked at in Lake Arrowhead, and we just called it Crazy Camp because that's another YouTube story that I will share with you guys someday. But basically it was the craziest time, yet it was the best time with friends that I am still friends with to this day, that I've made close connections with, and I wore that body spray almost the whole time I was there, and so it reminds me, it like brings back vivid memories of that place. Number 37, I love Michael Kors OG perfume. Again, it smells like Ohio. It smells like my grandmother's place. Number 38, I love Bath and Body Works Moonlit Path lotion. That was the lotion that I wore at Crazy Camp, hence it reminds me of Crazy Camp. Number 39, back in the 90s, Third Eye Blind came out with like just a Third Eye Blind album. I love that entire album, and when I hear it, it reminds me of Crazy Camp, because we played that when I was finally allowed to. I ditched the blood. This is a long story, and I'll have to get back to you guys on that. But basically, I had the top down in my convertible. My friends all jumped in. We had Third Eye Blind cranking. We were singing as we like went down the windy roads, down the mountain. It was freaking awesome. Number 40, I love 311's cover of Love Song. It reminds me of Brian, my boyfriend. Number 41, I love 90s Lit. Number 42, I love Live, especially like Dolphins Cry. Ugh! Such a sexy song. Reminds me of many a boyfriend. Number 43, Tool. I freaking love Tool. I've been to like a bunch of Tool concerts. I have like, yeah, Maynard James Keenan has, his vocals. His vocals, man, his vocals. Number 44, I love singing opera. I love just being able to let loose and just have this, I love the power that I feel when I sing and how everything resonates in my head and behind my teeth, and I can feel my whole body shaking when I sing, and it just feels so good. I totally sweat when I sing too, and it's like great. Number 45, jelly shoes. Number 46, big jewelry. Number 47, nothing like a physical book in your hand and the smell of an old book or an old library book. Oh yeah. Number 48, I love working out. Working for the weekend. Number 49, I love sprinting, which is why I was a sprinter in high school and college. To me, the 100 meters or even the 60 meters indoor, when you're freaking just going all out, hauling ass, you can't go any faster. It's literally everything you have. And I love that feeling of just giving everything you have and you freaking can't go any faster. That's, I don't know, it's a great feeling. Number 50, I love the smell of cut grass, especially in the springtime, because then I know track season is just around the corner. Every time I smell cut grass, I'm like, oh, track season. Number 51, I love sundown. I love, no matter where I'm at in the world, sundown is just watching the sunset. Just, I don't know, it's the most beautiful thing to me. Number 52, I love the feel of autumn, you know, kind of around like Halloween, you know, Samhain time. Just there's a different feeling in the air, a different smell in the air, and I just think it's beautiful. Number 53, I love to journal, and I'm currently just started journal number 14, and I have been journaling since 1990. Number 54, I love the stone chrysocolla. Number 55, hemimorphite. Number 56, I love amazonite. And, oh, I'm not wearing my amazonite today. Number 57, one of my favorite colors, I call it pretty blue. Which isn't very descriptive, but it's pretty and it's blue. Number 58, I love candy apple red, especially on a car. Number 59, I love the sound of a throaty V8 engine. Like, not that like, wah, wah, you know, type engine, but more like a vroom, boom. You know, it's like, it like shakes the ground. You can like feel it in your chest. Like, oh, so sexy. Number 60, I love riding around in my boyfriend's Saleen SSC. It's a 89 Saleen SSC, and he knows how to do a Scandinavian flick, which is basically flipping out the back side of the car, so you kind of like zigzag. I mean, the whole time the car's in control, but he's really good at, like, you know, basically like sliding the car around and all that stuff, and it just feels so good. 61, I love Dodge Vipers ACRs, and again, I'm getting mine next year. 650 horsepower, here we come. Number 62, I love that I'm financially stable, which was something that I did not have when I was younger or in my childhood, so it's nice to have it now. Number 63, I love the sounds of nature, the wind in the trees, the birds, the crickets, like all of it. Number 64, I love mountains. 65, I love these silhouettes of mountains in the desert, like right after sunsets, and you just kind of get that orangey red sky, and you see like these darkened silhouettes along the background, and it's just pitch black, and it's the mountain, and it's beautiful. Number 66, I love ghost stories. Number 67, I love ghost hunting. Number 68, I love the movie Ghostbusters, like 1 and 2. Number 69, I love Indiana Jones. I would say The Last Crusade is my favorite, but I love all the Indiana Jones. Oh, except that recent remake, which we'll pretend never happened. Indiana Jones only had 3 movies, not 4. Number 70, I love the movie The Last Samurai. At first I hated it, but after having to show it to my freshman students year after year after year after year after they watch or after they read their book Samurai's Tale, I've had an appreciation for that movie, and actually now I have to try not to cry towards the end of the movie when I show it to my students. Number 71, you guys need to watch the movie Peaceful Warrior if you haven't seen it. The actor in that one, the main actor, is actually the actor in Eurotrip, and number 72 is Eurotrip. You need to see that. Number 73, I love the movie Road Trip. Number 74, I love a pillow and a blanket next to our fireplace when it's raining outside or super cold in the winter. Number 75, I love how the 80s felt and how the 90s felt. Like there was a certain feeling, and to me there's almost a certain color with those eras. And yeah, I love how those memories feel. Number 76, I love crop tops. Number 77, I love the freedom of having short hair. I've had short hair most of my life, but now I have this really long hair, y'all. Number 78, I love the sexiness of having long hair. Number 79, I love 87% dark chocolate or higher. Number 80, I love blackberry sage tea from the Republic of Tea, just delicious. 81, watching a rocker like who can sing and who can like make love to an electric guitar. Fast forward. I love blue eyes. Number 83, I love my legs. Number 84, I love my abs. Number 85, I love being loved. I love to give love and I love to be loved in return. Number 86, I love to hear my kitten purr. Number 87, I love to hear Wally snore. Number 88, I love when Wally becomes a Wally scarf. So he'll like be sleeping next to me and then he gets up on his hind legs and he goes like this. He starts hopping towards you like a bunny and he just flops over your neck and it's like his head and his arms are over here and his like butt and his legs are over here. It's great. Number 89, I love 1940s fashion. I would say like pre and during World War II. Number 90, I love hearing stories from my elders, like my dad, my grandparents, older friends that I have. I love hearing about just their stories, what they went through, childhood, background, all that stuff. Number 91, I love surfing. There's nothing like the feel of being on a board and it's like you're flying. You know, when you catch a wave and you're just standing on this board and you're just watching the ocean rush underneath your board, it's like, it's an incredible feeling. Number 92, I love snowboarding. To me, it's like solid waves and it's like you're surfing down a mountain. Number 93, I love the movie Kill Bill because one day I want to own a samurai sword. Number 94, I love the sounds of a Native American flute and drums. Number 95, I love how I have such a vivid memory that I can go back and I can remember the laughs of people that are no longer here, that have passed away. I love to remember their laughs. I'm always afraid of forgetting how people laughed, how the sound of their laugh was, so I'm so glad that I can remember that. Number 96, I love laughing so hard that you think you can't breathe and you're crying and your throat hurts so bad from laughing so hard. Like, I love that kind of laugh. Number 97, I love a good cry too. Number 98, kittens. There was, what show was it? But there was like a guy going into like cardiac arrest. They're like, box of kittens, stat. They put a box of kittens on his chest, dump it out, and he's like, oh, kittens. I don't know, you guys probably haven't seen it, but it was awesome. Number 99, I love the snow. I love just kind of laying in the snow and making snow angels. I love everything about the snow. And the last one, number 100 of my favorite things, summer. I love summer. I love everything about summer. I love the sun. I love all of the summer activities. I love playing in the water. I love shooting people with the garden hose. Like, I love everything about summer. All right, you guys, that was my video response to Toxic Tears. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely go check out her channel. I will put a link to her channel down below if you don't know who she already is. And if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe. And if you would like to catch a reading with me, don't forget to check out the information box below. All right, you spiritual homies, I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.